Hi everyone, Amber here. I hope you're all doing well today. A couple of days ago, I posted about how challenging emotions can be when we're facing difficult times. And that really is the hardest time to manage emotions. When we're feeling great and everything, it's awesome. But when we're facing, changes that, really we have difficulty regulating emotions, we need strategies, and I use a lot of strategies to help me when I'm challenged with difficult emotions, sometimes difficult decisions, events that have happened with out of my control, which we all go through. So there's a few techniques that I do use repeatedly that really help me to calm down and to engage another hemisphere of my brain, which helps the emotions to really neutralize, and it just lights up a different area of your brain so that the emotion is really diffused. There's a term called self-directed neuroplasticity, and really what that is that the research has shown that the brain can change, that it's malleable, and so really what happens is the more that we focus on something, and I'm sure you can all agree with this, the more we get at that, because that's where the attention is. And so this is intentionally changing the attention and the focus so that it's lighting up another area of the brain, so that emotions are neutralized, kind of dismantled, and then what happens is you can think more clearly, make better decisions, have more reasoning ability, and calm down your nervous system. And it's super simple. They're super, super simple, and there is brain science there, and they work. You just have to do it. And I think sometimes when we're feeling overwhelmed, that's when we're like, ugh, I just feel like don't doing anything. We're overwhelmed, and that's where when we really, really, really need to employ some strategies intentionally to take care of our emotional health, our brain health, really. So I'm just going to give you 3 ways, which I said, I was going to do that. These are super simple. And if you have any questions about my explanation or you need me to expand on it, just message me and I'd be happy to do that. So the first one that I'm going to give you is, it's really what I call a pattern interrupt. So say you're an emotion that's really challenging and you really need a way to deal with it that's quick and effective, and to really neutralize, and so you can make better decisions. Basically, take an object, anything that you can throw in the middle of your meridian, right, from hand to hand, and just think of that negative emotion and just toss it back and forth, and think of that negative emotion, and do this for about a minute. And then after a minute, just take a breath and just notice the difference. You will notice that it comes down, because what happens is your emotions are a certain region of your brain, and then to do this, it has to go to a different region or hemisphere. So the emotion is kind of neutralized, because it's like the brain is like, oh, in order to do this, I have to go here instead. Super easy. So try that one. If you're having really challenging issues. Now, if you're feeling like you need to do something that will help to calm down your nervous system more, you could do something called heart coherence. This is through HeartMath Institute. There's lots of science on this about regulating your breathing, slowing it down, and also imagine that your breath is coming in through your heart and kind of maybe even radiating like healing and light inside and calmness. And as you do it, you just also count, because counting helps you give something to focus on, and do this for a minute, and just, even if you have to put your hand on your heart, you just breathe in, imagine that air coming through your heart, and breathe in for a count of 5 slow, and then exhale for that count of 5, and just do that for a minute. And there are many, many benefits of that, and you can go to heartmath.org if you want more information. The third one that I'm going to give you is kind of like it's a mindfulness presence, but it also like gives you something to focus on. It also brings you to your breath, and breathing, using your breath to help you calm down is one of the best ways to really intentionally take control of stress and anxiety. by just slowing down your breathing and focusing on something other than that negative emotion. So basically, how it works is you're expanding your peripheral vision, and that would be to pick a spot, any spot. You could stare at the back of somebody's head if you wanted to. So just pick a spot, usually pick a spot on the wall, and I'm going to use my hands, and you just pick that spot and you just breathe as you expand your hands in and out. And just as you do, just notice what you can see, the top, the bottom, above, maybe imagine, but just keep focusing on that spot as you breathe in, and then exhale out and bring that back in. And do that for about a minute, staring at the same spot and just noticing what you can notice in your peripheral as you're bringing your hands in and out. So there's 3 easy techniques. Use them. They work. They're quick. There is science behind them. And you're intentionally taking control of your emotions, regulating them, and your brain health. And I want to really say to you what's really important is emotions are important, your feelings are important. This is not invalidating. What this is doing is it's helping to really bring more health, peace, and calm to your internal systems, and to help them to function better and to function for you better. So it's really being proactive about your brain health, your emotional health, which is something I know I intentionally need all the time. And so, I'm no different than you. I experience, we experience the same emotions. It's really what we do with them. So prioritizing your emotional health, your brain health. These are 3 great ways to do it. So the first was the bilateral tossing something in your meridian. The second was the heart coherence, breathing in through your heart for slowing down your heart rate from 1 to 5 and 5 down to 1. And then the expanding your peripheral vision. And do those all for a minute or 2 and then re-rate. Pick 1, pick 2. It doesn't take that long. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps. Let me know what you think. And thanks for being there. I really appreciate this community, and I appreciate you. And just sending you love and blessings, and just hope that this little video finds you doing well, and that this is something that would be, you'll find useful, and that you can use whenever you need to. All right. Take good care.